So, Tonga have beaten New Zealand 28, was it 22, the Rugby League World Cup. You have to watch the haka and the sippy towel before the game because it basically almost turns into a punch-up. I was going to do a video on Scotland being knocked out of the World Cup, but it's not even really... We knew that from quite early on. They were not up to the task. Look at these sides, look how much more the skill, the handling, the skill set, the physicality, the fitness levels. Tonga have been pipped as people's dark horses. I think if England were to play them, we don't win. If we were to play New Zealand, looking at that and the fact that New Zealand, and I've set that, trying to get back in the game, we are not going to win. We have to really, tomorrow morning, well, it'll be tomorrow evening out in Australia, but tomorrow, Sunday, we have to really step up big time because, as I said in several previous videos, the gap between the NRL and Super League is big, and I think is widening. Other people have disagreed on that and said, well, there are possibility it's closing, and I'm happy to have that debate whether the gap is bigger or smaller. But looking at that and looking at how Tonga are the dark horses, I think they could quite easily get to the final. So if they get it right, it all depends now on how the quarterfinals go and the rest of the last of the group stage and what teams play who in the quarterfinals and going forward. So, but I don't think England look, especially off that the press conference that was given by Wayne Bennett after the Lebanon. We won the game, and all he could say is like we could play better, and he was like poor this that. He was just giving evasive answers. It would be nice if could have a better press conference with Wayne Bennett, but I suppose coaching Australia for so long, the media up there are vultures, they're hyenas, they will rip you apart, and they tend to write some very brutal articles. I can understand the way he deals with the media, but we're not as bad in Britain. But looking at that New Zealand Tonga, I mean, yes, Tonga have built their side with some initial people who've always represented their country for Tonga. But there's been a lot of players who played for Australia and New Zealand in the past who have decided this World Cup to not play for New Zealand or Australia, and they've ended up playing for Tonga. And they're actually doing better, and they seem happier, and they seem more united behind it, I think. But looking at some of the ball handling and throwing about, it is scary how good they are, and how physical they are as well. These are big units. So that is shaken up a little bit with Tonga winning. That really has shaken up, and that means we could, I think Tonga have won all three of their games, which means I think we will face them, possibly. We have a possibility of facing them in the next round. There's a big possibility of that. So it is kind of concerning, the fact that we have played so badly and that we before the final might have to face Tonga. Or New Zealand for that matter. New Zealand haven't played badly in that game. It was a very physical intermittent game. So that is worrying for me. But anyway, I'm now going to be watching the Rugby Union Autumn Internationals. That's now starting this weekend, and that's going to be interesting to see new players come in and the Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere battle. And it's midway through a World Cup cycle itself. So in 2 years it's a Rugby Union World Cup. So we shall see what happens there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm now going to aim to keep my videos below 7 minutes now. I've studied all my analytics and all my graphs and stuff, and I don't really understand them. Lots of bright colours, and I want to aim to now keep the videos a little bit more simple and a little bit shorter than they were before. I've tended to go on a bit too long. I've taken that hit on board. Please like and subscribe, place comments below. If you have watched the game in full, I would like to hear your comments. I will be trying to get my hands on a full match replay, but I know the result now, so I'll just probably see the highlights tomorrow when the in-game is on. And yeah, I will have more videos for you later today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good afternoon.